It's a beautiful sunny day. It's so bright I can hardly see. And it's my birthday. I'm 66. Which in the UK means I'm officially an old age pensioner. And like many before me, I'm sitting here wondering, wow, how the hell did that happen? As I go into this old age person phase of my life, for real. And I've come out to the cemetery, which is where I like to go, because I like to be aware of death. I'm looking at so many flowers laid out for all the newly dead in front of me. It's quite spectacular. And I wanted to make this little video. Every now and again I make a video. I called it the Man Behind the Mask series, where I got fed up with doing just professional PR stuff, and then the interviews I do and the podcasts, and I love doing those and sharing ideas, but every now and again it just felt important to balance that out by coming out from behind the scenes and going, hello, it's Tim here, and I'm alive, I'm gonna die, and I'm trying to make sense of this and do my best to be a good person like you, and to just say how I'm doing, and I think I'm doing okay right now. As I reach 66, I look back on my life. I've been very, very lucky. I've had the chance to explore so much and share it with so many people all around the world, and yeah, lucky. I mean, there's been heartbreak, don't get me wrong, and struggle, and some days I wake up and I feel tired and old, but not too many. Mostly I still feel that real drive, which has been part of my life, and it's a drive to serve something greater. I'd say that has been the theme of my life. I'm still trying to work it out. And as I go into my late 60s, I feel really, it feels good. It mitigates all of the disadvantages that I know come with aging. That I think I've created my best ever work, and I've done it because of that drive to serve something greater. And it's been intense. It's been 8 years since my last book, Soul Story, and just about every single day, often all day, I've been working on trying to articulate a philosophy which has arisen in me like a vision, and then I've had to work it out and articulate it and make sense of it rigorously, because that's how I am, and I've done it, and I'm ready to share it. And every year I've said that, and this year it's actually happening. It was going to happen today, because on my 60th birthday I launched Unividualism. At my 60th birthday, that was the philosophy, gave it a name, but I still wasn't ready to share it in an organised way, and there were still problems, there was new areas I hadn't worked out yet, and I knew I needed to, because it is big and comprehensive, even though in essence it's really simple. That's why I love it so much, and it's hugely optimistic. And it's ready to go. So it was going to be today, but it's not quite ready, but it is going to be the 1st of May. Which feels great. 1st of May. And my pod book, Why Your Life Really Matters, will come out. Free on YouTube and podcasters. Yeah, free. I'm we're not rich, but we're not too poor. We're able to get through, and I've used our resources to finance me for 8 years to do this, and now I can give it away, and that feels great, because it really is my gift, and I want to give it like that, and that I'm lucky enough to be able to do it I'm very grateful. So that comes out on the 1st of May, and there's part of me wishes I was younger, because I'd like to be around for longer to see if it does any good in the world, because I really hope it will. But it's different, I've done books with big publishers behind me, and American tours and lectures in big halls, but I've been withdrawn for 8 years, so none of that's happening. It's just me and people who support me and like what I do and want to be part of this. That's it. And I'll just use the new media, give it away. I don't want to do books and book tours and play by the old rules. I want to do it this way now. and this enables me to give it away free. That feels good. It will be a book, actually. It'll be an ebook as well, but just a transliteration of the lectures. And those, I'm going to be recording those for probably the next year, so that one comes out each week, unfolding this whole vision. And not just that, it's like, it's a bizarre time. It feels like I'm completing things. That was a completion. This is a completion. And a new beginning as well. Yeah, definitely, it's a new beginning for me. I think this is the beginning of the next phase of my life, whatever that may mean. But there's also, I used to be a musician before I was a writer, when I was younger. And that got eclipsed when I started being, able to, became a professional writer, and then the big books came, and off I went. But there was a piece, an idea, which was so sweet, that I was working on 25 years ago when my daughter was born. And I've always wanted to finish it, and I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it this year, maybe even during the summer. I can feel it in me now. I'm going to finish it. So I hope to put out a little bit of music, which I won't have, everything I did was way before iTunes and all of that. So apart from things that other people have put out on YouTube, just because they wanted to, none of the music I did, of which there was a lot, is public, and that's fine. It's very old, it's moments gone. But it would be nice to do something. It feels like to complete my philosophical journey with this pod book, and to complete my artistic journey with this little piece of music, would be a good thing to go into my late 60s and into my 70s, if I could last that long. Because I'm aware my dad had a heart. He didn't die from it, but he had a heart attack earlier than me, and many other family members. A lot of my friends are dead. It's precarious, and it gets more precarious, more precious perhaps. Always precious, always precious. So here's the thought I'm feeling to end with, which is to return to the thing I was saying earlier about serving something greater, because that's been so important for me. I don't think I could get through without it. And it arose very early, in my very early teens, and I thought of it as serving God, and that really pulled me through, and that love affair with that something greater, and touching it and losing it and touching it, and the immense love, what I call the big love, and the feeling that revealed the deepest significance, why your life really matters, that it revealed that, and that's been such a theme, and has motivated most of what I've done in some way. And then as I hear in my old age, it's like it's the motivation, because the family's grown up, we're not on the breadline anymore, we can get through. I have no aspirations to be super wealthy, so that's not a focus. The focus is, how can I serve? And that really matters to me. I can't tell you how much. And what's happened with this new philosophy is I'm not going to go into philosophy in this, but the creator God, or the God at the beginning that dreams the universe, all those ideas just stopped working for me for all sorts of reasons. And now I've got this emergent God. It really works. The universe is flowering into God. Let me just say it like that. And I feel this profound connection with this leading edge of this whole evolutionary process, and I get to contribute Tim, which is, I have no illusions about, I probably do still have illusions about Tim actually, but I do my best not to, and I feel quite realistic about him. But also, that's what I get to contribute, and by doing my best to do my best. I ended Soul Story, my last book, with that line from my mum, which I used to hear as a kid: "Hey Tim, do your best." And thinking, that's so superficial. My mum, what does she know? And then, when she was dying, actually, just thinking about that and thinking, God, that's so profound. If I woke up every day and did my best, oh my God, that would be full on. So I'm not up to that. I can't do my best every day, but I can do my best to do my best. So that's what I do. I do my best to do my best, and I do my best to serve that love, to serve that wisdom, to touch it as best as I can, and be patient with myself when I don't, and then keep going. And So there we go. There's my ramblings. My hope for this next phase of my life, that in terms of my work, that I would love to see this philosophy. I think it's beautiful and coherent and, well, significant to me for sure. It's the best I've found by a long way. It's such a big jump forward for me, and I'd like to see it go out and see what people make of it. And ideally, I'd like to see it do good. That would be great. I'd like to finish this music, go it out, and that is about beauty. That's just about something which you go, ooh, that's lovely, it's beautiful. I'd love to see that people do that, because that would be an affirmation of the journey I've made, and that's always nice. And then the biggest thing is I'd like to become wiser and to experience my connection with that something greater more and more and more and more and more, so that by the time I start really having to face my death, I'm even more integrated into it, more able to live in it. That's what I hope on my 66th birthday. I hope for that. And then I just want to send my love out into the world, to you who's bothering to watch me say a little bit about my journey, and I hope in some way it touches you and inspires you on your journey, because you also get to contribute you, and I would like to do anything in my power to support that.